Are you having trouble getting some shut-eye? Well, you're not alone, because some 70 million people in the US are tossing and turning during the night. But back to placebos, could a placebo pill offer relief? No idea if they will get a real medicine or a placebo. But Harvard researchers are switching things up, studying a new concept called open-label placebos. In one small study, participants were told beforehand that they would be taking a pill for their irritable bowel syndrome. Guess what? Their symptoms still improved. Other open-label placebo studies for low back pain and cancer-related have shown similar results. So what's behind this new placebo phenomenon? And does it hold promise for future medical treatments? Without their knowledge. So, should people DIY this treatment in the bedroom, or should this idea be put to bed? Sleep expert Dr. Michael Bruce joins us in our audience to weigh in.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I know, I'm excited to be here.
What say you, sir?
So I know the researcher that actually did the study, and this was a protocol that was specifically to be done during research purposes only. It's never a good idea for a non-medical professional to start messing around with somebody's dosage. Period, end of story. Also, when you look at sleep meds in general, you got to remember something is if you change the dosages are prescribed for particular reasons. Height, weight, gender, previous medical conditions, looking for interactions. So playing around with dosages by yourself is never a good idea.
Okay, if that's the case though, what about, in the last segment we were talking about doctors and open placebos, honest placebos.
Right.
So what if your doctor came up with a formula and said, we're going to try an experiment. And I am going to work this out in a way where there's no risks to you. Some nights you're getting a full dose, other nights you may get a lower dose, and we're gonna have you journal how your sleep is. And when you come back and see me, we're gonna tease this out. Are you dependent upon the crutch of taking a pill or dependent upon the active ingredient? Would that work?
To be very honest, when patients come to see me, 90% of the patients that I see are on drug. Right? So they come to me on a prescription medication. And a lot of times they say to me, you know, Dr. Bruce, my medication isn't working any longer. So my first question is, well, why are you using it? And they say, can you imagine how bad my sleep would be if I didn't? Right? So there's this whole idea behind, if I don't keep taking this pill, it's going to get even worse. So there's a lot of different things to address. What I prefer to do, and what I would say that the science really supports, is the idea of a taper of your medication that is done with your doctor, with your knowledge. But there's a side piece that's really important. We use a technique called sleep restriction. So this is a technique where we ask people to sleep less to actually generate sleep deprivation, making them tired. And when we lower that dosage of medication, their natural sleep, which is already high because of deprivation, kicks in, and then we get them off.